What is it about the Habit Burger Grill that makes it so potentially habit-forming? This is everything you need to know about the chain, including what to order off the one secret menu and why you'll likely be seeing more locations across the country and around the world. We all like to feel like we're in on a secret. It's no different at restaurants and fast food chains, where locals and regulars always seem to know the best orders to get, even if those items are not listed on the menu. The Habit Burger Grill once had a couple of these secret options, but eventually the chain decided to take the lid off and add some of these faves to their official menu. The Habit Burger Grill announced that some of these secret burger and fry variations would be added to the official menu in April 2012. Two of the biggest added hits were the now standard Santa Barbara Char, a double cheeseburger with cheese and avocado on grilled sourdough bread, and the Half and Half, an order of half fries and half onion rings. It's no secret anymore. The tastiest options are right there for anyone to see and indulge in. In 2014, the Habit Burger Grill had around 100 locations and was rarely found outside of California, where it boasted a small but vocal fandom. Then, a survey from the industry publication Consumer Reports asked people to rate fast food chains on a scale of 1 to 10. It was a close race to be labeled the king of burgers, but the Habit Burger Grill pulled through. The Habit Burger Grill garnered an 8.1, putting it at the top of the list, and 0.1 points above In-N-Out, 0.2 points above Five Guys burgers and fries, and a whopping 2.3 points ahead of McDonald's, which landed in the unenviable position of last in the ranking. In a press release, Russ Bendel, the CEO of the Habit Burger Grill, thanked all the guests for voting and pledged to continue making great, affordable food. He wasn't lying. A few years later, the Habit Burger Grill was named the best regional fast food chain in 2019 by USA Today.
And we believe a better burger can only be made with the freshest produce and high-quality ingredients. Maybe that's the reason why we're considered one of the best-tasting burgers in America.
In March of 2020, the Habit Burger Grill officially joined the big leagues of fast food. Yum! Brands, which owns the likes of Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut, finalized the purchase of the California burger chain for around $375 million. The Habit Burger Grill had less than 300 restaurants around the world at the time of purchase, and Yum! Brands bought it with an eye on both national and international growth. David Gibbs, Yum! Brand CEO, said, "The Habit Burger Grill is a sweet spot within fast casual because of its delicious California-inspired menu with premium ingredients and tremendous untapped growth potential in the US and internationally. We couldn't be more excited about what the future holds for the Habit Burger Grill." If there's one thing you'll notice right away when you get to the Habit Burger Grill, it's that the burgers all include the word char in the name, like the Santa Barbara Char. It's all because of the cooking method, as all of the burgers at the Habit Burger Grill are flame-cooked over charcoal. One of the company taglines is even the phrase, "It's not the same without the flame." Though the word char isn't in the name of the other menu items, some, like the ahi tuna sandwich and the grilled chicken, are also cooked over an open flame. Larger chains like Burger King tout flame-grilled burgers as well, but the Habit Burger Grill has one main thing that sets it apart. Speaking with Forbes in 2019, Russ Bendel was happy to call out big chains while touting the Habit's technique. He said, "We only serve fresh proteins, beef and chicken. Burger King cooks its meals on a flame, but it's on a conveyor belt. Ours is char-grilled with briquettes." Burgers are right there in the name for the Habit Burger Grill, but it's not all that the chain has to offer. As Bendel says to Forbes, burgers make up the majority of the sales, but are actually only 60% of the options on the menu. They offer plenty of fish options alongside chicken sandwiches and salads. In a nod to a popular regional cut of steak, the Habit Burger Grill serves tri-tip sandwiches as well. For sides, there are options like tempura green beans. There are even customization options beyond what you can do at the register. The restaurants feature a complimentary pepper bar where you can self-serve jalapenos, banana peppers, hot sauces, lemons, and limes. Vegetarian options are increasing as well. In June of 2020, the Habit Burger Grill announced a partnership with Impossible Foods to sell plant-based burgers cooked and treated in the same manner as the Habit's other options. The plant-based burgers will come in two varieties: the original Impossible Burger, made with caramelized onion, American cheese, lettuce, and tomato on a sesame bun, and the Impossible Bistro Burger, made with caramelized onions, cheddar cheese, tomato, lettuce, and a secret sauce on a brioche bun. When the Habit Burger Grill started expanding in the 1980s, a key priority was improving the quality of the food they were serving. On the company's About page, it describes how fresh ingredients became a priority. First, there were the buns, which were originally sourced from a local bakery. They also sprung for locally grown tomatoes and lettuce, as well as fresh ahi tuna from the South Pacific for the sandwiches. The Habit Burger Grill has expanded far beyond that first small outpost near Santa Barbara, as has its food supply needs. According to the Times Advocate, outside of the made-to-order malts and shakes, the only thing previously frozen is the fries. The ahi tuna, tri-tip, and the lettuce for the salads are all hand-cut. When it comes to the most popular options, the burgers, the Habit Burger Grill promises 100% ground beef patties without additives, preservatives, or fillers. For most of the Habit Burger Grill's history, it was available only in California. Things started to change in the 2000s. after the investment group Carp Riley acquired the company. Between 2007 and 2014, the Habit Burger Grill nearly quadrupled its stores to 109 locations. That was just the start. As the chain continues to expand their reach, they now boast over 265 locations in over a dozen states, including a few all the way on the East Coast in states like Maryland, North Carolina, and New Jersey.
Well, it looks like the best fast food burgers in the entire country. They're now being served right here on the East Coast.
Growth was front of mind during the purchase by Yum Brands. The CEOs of both Yum Brands and the Habit Burger Grill mentioned in a press release the increased franchising opportunities after Yum Brands finalized the purchase. Still, the chain remains primarily a West Coast institution. So if you want to try one of the Charburgers, you'll have to keep an eye out when you're in the regions it operates. The company is minuscule compared to the bigger national chains found across the country, like McDonald's, Burger King, and Five Guys. That said, it has a similar footprint and fervent fan base as another comparable West Coast eatery, In-N-Out Burger. While you may be out of luck if you want a Charburger in a lot of areas around the US, you may be able to score a Charburger when you're traveling internationally. The Habit Burger Grill has quite a few locations outside the United States. The first international restaurant opened in 2016 in Dubai, which was one of 50 originally planned for the United Arab Emirates and the Gulf region. But don't head over to the Gulf states to get your Habit fix. All locations are closed as of early 2021. If you're really in the mood for the Habit and want to earn those miles, you have to head east. Locations are up and running in Cambodia and China. More expansion is to come, and this time with the strong international experience of Yum Brands behind the company. The Habit Burger Grill CEO said, "Being part of Yum will take the Habit Burger Grill to the next level by leveraging Yum's global scale, resources, and franchising capabilities to strengthen and significantly grow our beloved brand for many years to come." Food trucks have become a fixture of the modern dining landscape. Among the taco trucks and mobile grilled cheese purveyors, there's a fleet of the Habit Burger Grill trucks dishing out charburgers and chicken sandwiches. It's about as close as you can get to the in-person experience, thanks to a kitchen with a stainless steel charbroiler and full setup. The Habit Burger Grill has long been focused on being a more upscale option than typical fast food. In 2017, however, Bendel told Nation's Restaurant News that newer locations have focused more on to-go options and drive-thrus. Food trucks are a natural extension of the shifting style and are just another way to easily get charburgers from the restaurants to the customer.
People are lost out there. My name's John Thomas. I drive the Habit truck.
They help to position the Habit Burger Grill as something more than an on-premise food purveyor. Bendel said, "We believe these are great vehicles for brand awareness as well as catering, and are excited to have our 10th truck in production for Northern California." The food trucks are primarily for events and catering, so don't expect one to just show up and park outside your office, unless you ask your boss really nicely. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more MASH videos about your favorite restaurants are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.